Alright guys, welcome to Rooks and Hooks YouTube channel. We are reviewing my first match today on round 1 on the 5th for NCL Easter Congress 2025 at the Mercure Hotel. Sorry if I pronounced that wrongly the day. I'll say Mercure or Mercure. It's Mercure Hotel, Daventry, Sedgemoor Way. And we've had round 1 as black, everybody, today. So without further ado, we did lose unfortunately, but hopefully we can sort things out for tomorrow. Right, let's just flip that. So we've gone d4, yeah, and we've gone d5. I was going to try the England gambit, but you know, all the games I've been playing online, I don't think I played a d4 d5 as black for ages. I've just been playing the England gambit, so I don't know why I didn't, but there we go. d4 d5, and then my opponent's played c4. Okay, yeah, this is uncharted territory. So what am I trying to say? I am familiar with this. It's charted territory, so you know, these first 10 moves I'm aware of. Just seem to lose a bit of initiative with my bishop placement later on, but it's good to go through, so we're going to learn from our mistakes and improve, so if it happens again we know what to expect. So they played knight f3. Okay, standard moves, bishop g4. This is Queen's Gambit decline triggering main line, so it's something to look at as well. So we've gone bishop g4, they played e3, so now we can play e6 here, which is probably what I could have done, right? And then it was just a case of this, wasn't it? Come back. Or maybe h5, and then they played g4, and then this is what I should have done. So you know what to do. h3 is excellent, but they played with e6. What else alternatives have we got? We've got actually e5. We've got knight f6. But anyway, they played e3. We d takes c4. I've learned from past games. I've left that pawn and it's got me into trouble by not taking it early on, so that's why I took that. That's fine. Could I have played knight f6 here? Queen b3. Then we played e6. Queen takes b7. Bishop takes f3. G takes f3. Knight b4. Bishop b5 check. Knight to d7. Bishop takes d7, king takes d7. Okay, but that's not how it went. We went bishop takes c4, we went e6, so we just maintained and blunted the bishop here. Okay guys, knight f6, so after e6 they castled, and then we played knight f6 then. Alternatively, we've got bishop h5. Knight f6 was the second move requested or advised. So we played knight f6. They played a3 to stop this. Okay, so with a3 we could have played bishop d6 is what we did. We played bishop d6, then they played knight c3, was it? Yes. To stop the knight coming in here we played a6, bishop e2. So he wasn't hanging around, he was telling me, David, he was just, you know, keeping tabs on that. That's fine. h6, I could have castled here. Could they have come in here? What does it do? Bishop takes e2, queen takes e2, e5, d takes e5, bishop takes e5, d1, queen e7. Okay, so we played a6, h6 to stop this. It's fine. b4, so it's half a point on the evaluation bar, so pretty even still. I played b5 here. It's not an inaccuracy. Oh, it's a mistake, is it? Okay. Okay, b5, and then bishop b2. Castles. What alternatives have we got here? Could have played. What was wrong with knight here? Would they take knight e5? Bishop takes d2. Queen takes d2. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Okay. So played h6, they played b5, bishop b2, be castled, rook c1, rook c1, yeah, and then knight c to e7, which I didn't have to do. But the process was knight here to come here, take. Knight e7 is best. Okay then. e4. Bishop. Yeah, so to avoid this nutmeg, I had to do Houdini style with the bishop. So I tapped the rook here. They played rook c2. Then I had c6 to make an escape square for the bishop. What was an alternative? h5. Oh yeah, that would have been better, wouldn't it? No, but c6 is the suggested move. Yeah, that's fine. c6, e5. So then knight f to d5 was okay. So we take knight takes d5, but I would have taken with the pawn. g3. Oh, but then the bishop's trapped, isn't it? Because if it comes here, then where are we going? Bishop e3. Yeah, so that was never happening, was it really? So c6, e5, and then we had knight f to d5. They played g3 attacking the bishop, and we had bishop attacking the rook. So I was thinking this was going to happen. That's what I had it in as a plan. But he said he was never going to do that. So yeah, maybe I was underestimating my opponent. But no, knee bother. So knight f d3, g3. Then we played bishop h3, rook to e1. Then it was bishop g5. Knight takes g5. And I was fine about this. I had a plan of getting something up this way. There was an opportunity where if I was going to take the knight here, I was going to get the queen here and in here. I forgot to mention this to him, so I forgot this train of thought when we reviewed the game. So knight e4. I don't know if there's any way. That's why I moved it back, because I wanted to get the queen in there. That's why I brought it to here, isn't it? So knight to e4, bishop to f5 to attack the knight, and we had a pin then. So my pal was saying, oh, when he played bishop f3, you didn't have to move the bishop, you didn't have to take the knight. H takes d5, knight e4, bishop f3, and then bishop takes e4. So we were actually minus 0.25 here. That was a mistake. So we had a5. Do you see what I mean about chess? In the fact, like, you could have been +1 down, and I've suddenly turned it around with just one. We could have gone a5. What are they doing? B takes a5. Queen takes a5. And black has some compensation for the h file being open and the double pawns, but there we go, that didn't happen. So we took the knight, they took, I think I was trying to get the queen still on this square or something, so yeah, that's the reason why it went the way it did that way. 94, bishop f5, bishop f3, b takes, bishop takes, g6. Still had a5 here, Ian, but you played g6, so oh Christ, oh no. So we had g6, bishop c1, then we had to stop. That's why we played g6, to stop this coming in, yeah, because the queen can come here and then we're in all sorts of trouble. So that's why I played g6, bishop c1, and then I played f5 here, en passant. And it's better to take with the knight or the rook. Knight was better. Knight takes f6, yeah. Bishop g2 came back, so he's got two bishops in the open. Knight f5 to attack here, and then bishop takes g5, and then we had queen takes d4. He said he didn't like this move. That's some initiative, didn't I? But he didn't want to exchange just yet, so he played queen c1, which is fantastic because you got the you got this on the same diagonal. And then there's a lot of pressure here, isn't there? And this pawn is getting attacked. This pawn, do you know what I mean? So deep down, I knew I was in a lot of trouble here. So rook a to c8 to defend. Then they played, no, he took the pawn here first, didn't he? Played rook takes, oh, we did play rook takes e6. Okay, we play king g7 to get off the back rank and then have these rooks to try and... I was going to plan this knight here to take and get a check in. Try and get the queen here or something. Something anyway. So their move was rook takes c6. A rook takes e6, a rook takes e6, and then we had knight to g4. But the same knight e4 was probably better because it defends the check there, so you missed out on that one. So rook to g4. Okay, we had this pawn here, had this lined up, didn't we? Attacking here, something, trying to conjure something up, but my opponent's too strong to allow this to develop further than necessary. Knight g4, queen c3. And then the same, queen d2 was best. Would I have taken? But, you know, they've got this to take. My knights are too slow, so no problem. So we took, they took, knight d4 to come here, or if they were bringing the rook down here and rook defend, we still had, you know, to attack here or here. potentially, but that didn't happen. So knight d4, then it was rook to c7 check. We defended, rook takes, king takes, then bishop down to b7, knight c2, and then bishop back here. There's not a lot I could have done here. They're going to get these pawns. That's defended. Can't king come up. Too open. Far too open. He said to me he got my knight here trapped because he'd have to come. He was going to come back here and attack. But wherever the knight goes. So let's say I brought my attacking here. He said there was a way of obviously getting the knight on c2. But you know, I can come here maybe. Bishop takes a6. What am I going to do now? Knight f3 check. King g2. Knight to e1 check. King to f1. Knight to c2. Bishop to b2. Knight to h2 check. King to e2. So yeah, I just bit the bullet and shook my opponent's hand at this stage. So I said well played. He said well played to me. But yeah, we need to study that a little bit more in depth, because I do play that. So that's round 1, and we do round 2 and 3 tomorrow. We go again tomorrow, so happy days for that. I've still got to do my Isle of Wight games, so yeah, I'll get onto that. Still got those to go through as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching, subscriptions, etc. Your views, your comments. Spread the word, and we will see you tomorrow. We're going to do Magnus Carlsen. He's played King B1 in the Versus the World game. Just have a bite to eat, and then we'll be back for that video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Come on down.